Hello everybody and welcome back to the Limit of Adhesion and our GT3 season finale. We are at Spa Francorchamps for this final round of the season. My name's Gareth and joining me once again in commentary is our GT3 League Manager Adam and Chairman of the Board Jools. How you doing, guys?
Hey Gareth.
Great, thanks.
Excellent stuff. So, as I say, this is the season finale, and as you can see from the championship standings, just 2 points are separating William Bibby and Mark Tranter, so those guys will be battling for the title across this feature and sprint race weekend, so very exciting to see what can happen. Adam Highfield sitting in third in the standings with David Lyne sitting in fourth. Andres Fuelgrave sitting in fifth after his amazing win at Monza last time out, and Gavin Kelly is in sixth place with Oliver Walker slipping down to seventh, but he'll be hoping to come back soon. You just hear a little giggle there from Gavin Kelly. You see the cars on the grid. Let's take a look at championship standings for the teams then. LB Racing on 148 points from the Rumblebees in second on 140. BlackPink are in third on 115. So there's a good battle for the team standings then between LB and Rumblebees. BlackPink and Kairos Competition perhaps slightly out of it, back in third and fourth. Pace car is rolling, as are the cars then. Here's the practice results. David Lyne on top with a 2:17.2, Rob Miller in second, just 1/10 behind him, and Gavin Kelly showing well in third. And here's the grid for the race then. Rob Miller, it took pole position, 2:17.752 from David Lyne in second, Mark Tranter in third, Oliver Walker and Ron Bees in fourth, William Bibby is in fifth, sixth is Adam Highfield, seventh was Tor Malarin, eighth was Paul Dixon, ninth Gavin Kelly, 10th is Nathan Parker, Will Burnett is in 11th, 12th is Jason Weaver, 13th Chris White, 14th is Jake Weaver, but the cars are racing, and that's an unfamiliar Rob Miller Ferrari in the lead then as he comes up to La Source. David Lyne in his familiar gold McLaren though. Here we go for the race then. And
Looks
Mark
looks like Rob's borrowed the livery, the endurance car that we used.
Yes. Interesting note though that Mark Tranter is in third place, whereas his title rival Bibby is down in seventh at the moment, so he's got a lot of work to do if he wants to make this a battle for the title. Is that Bibbs we're looking at there? Pulling to the inside of Highfield as they come down to the hairpin, to the chicane, and he's through and ahead of Gavin Kelly in the Cannon Fodder Mercedes. There he is. So a crucial battle then, Adam, for the title.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So all comes down to the final race, which is always nice. Tranter put some pressure on, I suspect, in this race, and once we factor in the drop week, I think it's going to be very close. So we'll have to see what happens here.
Yeah, so with the drop week, Mark is slightly ahead at the moment, isn't he? But he's running wide, and it looked like he was losing the car there as they came through Pouon. He's fallen behind Walker in third place now, so Tranter down to fourth. Bibby's up to sixth. In fact, Tranter's just lost another place to Malarin, so the title rivals are on track together. There they are. Malarin just ahead of Tranter. Bibby's looking to get round Tranter, and Tranter is already attacking Malarin again. Wow, suddenly this has got very exciting indeed. But I think Bibby needs to outscore Tranter by 12 points, doesn't he?
I believe so, based on our supercomputer calculator.
The back of the fag packet calculations, yes.
Yes.
Look at this then, Highfield is trying to get involved and he's trying to shape up on both the title rivals. Malarin's gone off the road at Blanchimont. Got back on though.
Bibby really needs to get ahead, really, doesn't he, of Mark here?
Ahead of Mark and then another couple of cars to be safe, yeah. And it sounded like a bit of a crash going on at the back. Yes, it's Will Burnett in the other BlackPink car has gone round. And Fuelgrave not racing with us, unfortunately, this evening.
No,
it's a big shame.
Yeah, big shame. Well, hopefully he'll get a full season in next season. He looked, he's had a win already. He looked extremely dangerous. The races he has entered, so yeah,
it's definitely a championship contender, I'd say, yeah. So here they come through Eau Rouge and up over Radion at the start of the second lap. Tranter's got a great run on Malarin. They heard someone else losing. Oh no, it's Highfield. Highfield's dropped it through Radion and he's had a big crash down the Kemmel Straight. That's a very messed up McLaren there. Tranter then coming down to Lecombe. He's gone round the outside of Malarin, and he's got another car between him and his title rival. Jools, that was a great move there, wasn't it?
It was, absolutely, and doing exactly what he needs to do. What's this up ahead here?
Well, we just saw there, look, Walker has just passed Line, and what's Line doing? He's just stopped in the middle of Rivage.
Oh dear.
What a brain fart that was. So, Tranter's just gone up the back of Line, and Line is now falling down the order.
That car's even more brick-shaped now, I think.
Yeah. Presumably some kind of slowdown he was serving, but what a dumb place to do it. We're on board with Tranter now. He's back up to 3rd place then. Is there any damage to his car? Bibby's back down in 6th place, so this is working out extremely well for Tranter at the moment.
I was wondering, should you call Line a dumb there? I mean, he lives near you and he's bigger than you, isn't he?
No, he's fine. His dog's bigger than mine. So, you see the two LB cars are running together in 6th and 7th place. So Miller is in the lead then, 3 seconds ahead of Ollie Walker running in 2nd place. Mark Tranter's running in 3rd. Tor Malarin is running in 4th place ahead of Gavin Kelly in 5th, and 6th is Bibby ahead of his teammate Dixon. But look at that, Bibby's now attacking Kelly into the bus stop, and that's a great move. Well done to that man there.
Very respectful from Kelly there. I think he knew there was a bit more on the line there for the other drivers.
Indeed, yeah.
You don't want to take out the championship rivals.
No, and that's Chris White, look, in the Doritos Lamborghini, getting it wrong out of the bus stop. Round he goes. Meanwhile, a replay then, Jason Weaver in the Shell Squirrel. That's at Blanchimont, and that was Larson getting it wrong as well. And then, Jake Weaver just obliterated him.
Disintegrated his car.
Yeah. So, Jason's just killed his own son there. We're right, we just saw that accident from onboard Tony Hankin in the other Little and Large. Here's Tranter then, he's in 3rd place. And is this going to be enough, or will he want to try and get after Ollie Walker? We just saw him disappearing around Rivage ahead. But Walker's running very rapidly indeed. Tranter's running a bit slower and he's losing ground.
I would say the priority for Tranter is just to stay ahead of Bibby, because there's only 10 points available in the sprint, and if he's finished ahead of him in this race, he's done it, hasn't he? Because he needs to be outscoring him by 12.
That's a great point there, Jools. Yeah, very well made.
Barring any penalties, we might add.
Always.
Yes. We're on board with Winslade then in the Ford. Looks like he got it wrong at Lecombe.
Got it wrong by getting into that car.
Yeah, very true. So he's running in 15th. The other Ford of the Ledge is running in 14th, just ahead of him then. Here comes Tranter, Malarin and Bibby. Bibby knows he needs to get by Malarin and get after Tranter, but the problem is though he's losing so much time to Walker ahead, and that's the points he really needs.
Yeah, I wonder if that damage to the front of Tranter's car is just keeping his times slightly off Walker and Miller there. He seems to be losing a little bit of ground.
Definitely, yeah, and you can see that that front end is looking a little bit rumpled, or is that just the way the Beamer always looks? Tor's car's not looking that much better behind, actually.
No, I think he made it concertina, didn't he, in the line incident there? I think he went into the back of Tranter, so...
Indeed. So, 220s and 219s are looking like good pace at the moment. All these cars. So Weaver and Highfield looking like they're a lap down after their incidents early on. Is this Malarin getting a good run on Bibby then as they go onto the Kemmel Straight? Yes, look at that. So he's gone to the outside and Bibby's trying to get involved behind. Is he going to lose 2 positions here? They're coming into Lecombe side by side. We're looking at the wrong car. There we go. Oh no, Tranter's gone round. Tranter round. Did Bibby hit him? Gosh, I need a replay on that one.
Yeah, you read my mind.
There's Tranter rejoining then, down in 8th place. Oh, this is going to be tight for the title. So Bibby's now up to 4th. Kelly on 17x already. He's going to be looking at a penalty if he's not careful. How did he get all those?
Okay, can we do a calculation? What's Bibby scoring in 4th?
So it's
12?
Yes.
And Tranter's still scoring, so it's not quite enough, but he could still do it in the sprint if he scored well enough in the sprint.
Indeed, yeah. Tranter needs to avoid any more incidents, and that's Schooling just running wide, following Burnett there as they came through No Name. Now on board with Burnett coming down to Pouon. So yeah, he could do it, but it's getting very tight indeed for that title. And as you mentioned, Adam, there could be a penalty involved now, especially with Bibby potentially clipping Tranter as they came through Le Combe just now.
Yeah. Steward's opinion post-race on that one?
Yeah.
Race directors might bless us with a replay in this. We'll find out.
Fingers crossed, yes. So
how quickly is Miller going?
He's flying, look at that, 217.9, great spot Jools, 219 for Walker just behind him, so he is disappearing up the road. And that's Kelly going into the pits then from 6th place. And there's Sam Stott being promoted up, and Tranter in as well. Is this an early pit stop for Tranter to get some of that damage repaired? Replay then, finally, thank you Mr. Race Director. Oh, it's a bit netcodey that one, isn't it? Well, I should say latency lag, because it does upset David Lyne when we call it netcode.
No, but apparently it doesn't upset him when you call him dumb.
No. I think he'd hold his hands up for that one. Here's our race leader Rob Miller then, just having a very rapid but easy cruise to the what should be the victory, provided he doesn't make another mistake, of course. And look at that, that's Winslade and the ledge then, and Winslade's car is looking rather crumpled.
Yeah, just going back to that point, Miller can avoid mistakes. This is one track that you can never write off. So many dangerous corners. This being one of them.
Yeah.
You really can lose it in the blink of an eye.
Winslade to the inside of the ledge then, worth noting that the ledge is running his forfeit I Must Not Gamble livery after losing the Monza bet. And he looks like he's going to hold it into the comp. No, Winslade just diving down the inside and outbraking the Jägermeister car, and he's through, so he's up to 14th, Ledge in 15th. Here's Larson in 18th place then, so he was involved in that earlier accident with the two Weavers, who will be Team Fett next season, and we'll have to post their launch video onto the website, because it is an absolute masterpiece.
Yep.
Although they've upset me.
Work it out.
They have upset me by not being called Dreamweavers, but we'll let it go with such an awesome job on the liveries and the intro video.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to get that shared.
Yeah, they've set the bar pretty high, haven't they? Unfortunately for the rest of us.
They really have indeed, yeah. So we're looking at the two Fords again then, and here comes Will Burnett and Chris White behind him. The two Lamborghinis.
Lawrence just pitted from 3rd, it looks like, as well.
Oh, good spot.
Yeah, a few different strategies here, it looks like.
Yeah, and here comes Sam Stott then, the QRS teammate of Malarin. He's in as well. Parker in as well, Nathan Parker. The A-team driver, we haven't seen him on screen yet.
No, good to see Parker out racing. He's obviously missed a few this season. But yeah, nice to get two Golden Chariots out and about.
Absolutely, yeah. So he didn't quite manage his Golden Chariot livery last time, but he's in it this time. So here's one of our championship contenders then, Mark Tranter, currently running in 7th, but he has made his pit stop. Bibby's running in 3rd, and he has yet to stop.
Yeah, shrewd move from Tranter there, I think. Gets us across, they're in.
Here's Kelly diving through on a stop. That's a super brave move. So presumably that's Stott just rejoining after his pit stop then. He's running in 10th. And we know Kelly's pitted as well, so that is for position. And that's Schooling ahead then in the Shelf Squirrel. And he's going to be forming a new team with the Ledge for next season, I believe. The Backpack. It's quite a fun name. Looking forward to seeing what they come up with. Actually, their livery, their logo looks great. Oh, look at that. Kelly to the inside then. Fantastic move through Rivage. I think Keith saw him coming there. Gave him room. Oh, and he's run very wide through No Name.
That'll be another incident then.
Yeah. So there's a big gap there from Hankin. Oh, Puon, that's Keith Schooling running wide through there. Yeah, so a big gap forming between Hankin and Malarin, but obviously Malarin is presumably the first of the ones to stop.
Yeah, it would appear so.
Oh yeah, Malarin, Tranter and Kelly have all stopped, haven't they?
Yeah, and we see Parker then, he's chasing Winslade in the Ford as they come through Fanyu.
Hankin's just coming into pit too.
He's going around the outside. Oh, so Hankin in the pits, yep, nicely spotted there, Adam. So it looks like Parker is just forcing his way through. Is he going to make it stick? No. Winslade's defended it then. I feel like this move is one that's more inevitable. Very much sooner rather than later. Here they come up to the bus stop then. Parker to the inside. McLaren on the inside, Ford on the outside. And there he goes through. Oh, nearly lost it. That McLaren is an oversteery beast indeed.
Well held. Well held.
And Bobator Malone, look who's behind him. It's Mark Tranter. As they pop over Radion and onto the Kemmel Straight. Has Tranter got a run on Malarin?
Yeah, just say Malarin's showing good pace here though. I mean, running in the top 5 comfortably here, giving Mark a real good race, and Mark's not an easy person to keep up with.
No, he is indeed, yeah. And this is the revised QRS livery, and it's a very smart looking car indeed. I've just been refining it in the brakes since Monza. Tranter not getting through there. Is he going to have to wait all the way till they get to Blanchimont to have another attack?
Yeah, it's two very nice professional looking cars in this, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's Kelly in the background with his whatever it is.
They're all very professional looking.
Indeed. So Miller yet to stop then out front, and look at that, Tranter to the inside as they come to Fanyu. No, that's yeah, you got to be a brave man to try and go side by side in there, I think.
Yes.
Better off to wait. Oh no, he's still going for it though as they come to Stavolo. He's looking though, is he trying to unsettle Malarin to try and make that move, try and frighten him off the road? Who's that in the pit lane? It's Bibby then, our second championship rival. Then he's in the pit lane now from 3rd place.
Yeah, just thinking about his Tranter situation. He obviously wants to get past, but he cannot risk going off track and being in the car, can he? If he ends with 0 points from this race, then Bibby is in pole position, quite literally, in the championship.
Exactly, and there's Tranter then. He's getting into the bus stop, and is Bibbs rolling yet? He's still in the pit lane. No, he's moving though, isn't he? He's on the pit exit. Well, this is tense stuff. Bibbs is rolling and he's on track, so he has effectively jumped. There he is. He has jumped Mark Tranter then. So a combination of that earlier spin and a pretty good strat, you had to say. But the Tranter is side by side with Malarin as they come to Eau Rouge. This is brave. Wow. So Malarin, surely that's... Did he make it through on track or was he off track?
Find out. I know for a fact you get a slowdown there.
Yeah. Yeah, if you cut the inside, yeah, he must have got a slowdown because Tranter easily through as they come to Lecombe. So once again, the title rivals are running, well, there's a gap, but there's no discern.
Yeah, what's the gap? 6 seconds. Yep. But as Gavin pointed out, you know, Mark doesn't need to push too hard here. He can one position is not gonna do it for Bibbs. Bibbs needs to push on now. And Dixon's ahead of him. He'll need to stop still.
That's his teammate, so he'd let him through anyway. He doesn't need to worry about that. But it's the two ahead of him. That's where he needs. Look at that, Rob Miller then now entering the pit lane from the lead of the race.
T-board is LB Racing. I'm not sure you've watched the same season we've watched.
Well, when the title's on stake, look at that. Kelly getting a bit wrong at out of Fanyu, and that's let Hankin onto the back of him. And they come through Paul Freo, and we're going to have a Mercedes drag race all the way to Blanchimont. Hankin to the inside, which is going to be the outside of Blanchimont. Here they come. He's done him already. Wow. Lightning fast reactions, and just knew you needed to snatch that. Meanwhile, Dixon in the pits then. Walker is heading out of the pit lane from second place. A very comfortable second place, it has to be said. There he goes.
Yeah, very
Dixon
consistent from Ollie Walker there. Nice gap in second. As is Rob Miller in first. Not even talking about him so far ahead.
No, he's just miles out in front. Look at that then. So Dixon now ahead of Tranter, and he can run interference for Bibby. But I don't think this is going to be enough. Bibby really needs Walker to make a mistake in front of him, or he needs to find 6 seconds in 3 laps and pass him.
8, pitting now.
So we hear from one of the Weavers. He's pitting now. And he's in. So that's Jake Weaver. So this is an intriguing moment then. Can Dixon run interference for Bibby, or is Tranter going to find his way past? I mean, this is effectively the championship being decided as we speak.
I was thinking, I think Bibby's scoring 15 here, and his worst results are 14, so he's currently scoring 8 points.
Yes. Tranter's trying to find a way past though. And he's looking to the inside of, there comes Stavolo. No, sorry, that's Fany's. Corner ahead.
Yeah, Dixon is putting up a good defence, which you would always expect from Dixon.
Yes. But Malaren's not getting... Malaren's still there as well. He's having a very, very strong race indeed. And Hankin's trying to join this fight as well. Could have a 4-way party here for 4th place. Just 2 laps of the race remaining. Lyon is in the pits. Is he? Is that his normal pit stop, or is he out? I haven't spoken about him for a while because of that earlier incident. He's just not been really in the picture.
No, it looks like he's out.
Yeah, Tranter's the outside of Dixon. Oh no, nothing happening that time. Oh, Malaren just controlling the oversteer as he rear end snapping as he came round the hairpin there. Sparks fly as they come through Radion.
Yeah, Hankin just reeling these 3 in as well. As you say, 4-way.
Which is very exciting indeed. Tranter's looking as they come to Le Com. It's not close enough this lap.
Just looking, they completely dropped Kelly. Hankin's now 4 seconds ahead of him, which doesn't really play out to what Kelly's practice pace was like.
Oh,
maybe
good
he's nursing
spot.
some damage, or maybe he's on his last incident point.
Yeah, just needs to get it home safely. Good spot there, Jools. Look at that then. That's the ledge on the outside through No Name. Is he just letting them through? As you see, Winslow's just obviously having an incident. He's falling down the order. We haven't seen the Fords for a while, but certainly a slow handful around here. Oh, so a replay
sitting
into
now.
Blanchimont and Ford on Ford action there. Both looking very totaled.
I was quite amazed either of those got going again.
Yeah, I'm surprised the wheels are still on them. Jesus. Meanwhile then, back to this battle for 4th place. Dixon's still ahead of Tranter, and there's a little bit of daylight between the two of them now. But not between Hankin and Malarin. Looks like Hankin's got a great run on Malarin. Not long to go in this race now, into the final minute.
There's a very aggressive white flag waving man.
Yeah. So, final lap of the race then.
Dixon's put up a hell of a fight here, hasn't he? As I say, we know
Yeah.
Tranter's quick and he's not giving him a sniff.
No. He's clawed in a little bit of that gap to Walker ahead of him, but it's just not enough. But we can see.
Dare we mention
Go
the
on.
fact that Miller is 12.5 seconds clear?
Well, I was going to, yeah, just astonishing drive, really.
I think he's in a different class. I think he's got the GT car or something.
Yeah. Look at this then, Weaver and White going side by side. White's attacking Weaver, but he's had to run off the road slightly.
So the mirrors are getting darker here.
It does look that way, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, White kicking up the dust as he aggressively took the inside of that corner there. They're running up to Blanchimont now.
I can only assume a huge cloud was over. Because the sky looked quite
Yes.
blue in the distance there.
It did. And there's that. Wow! Dixon and Tranter having to go side by side of that absolutely mangled Ford of Winslade there. And that's allowed Tranter to get through. Wow, inadvertent. What do you think, guys? Was that just he was just minding his own business out on the outside?
Wait, he wasn't on the track, was he really?
No.
I think Dixon was going wide there regardless and took some evasive action.
Yeah. Rob Miller has won the race unseen because he was just being so absolutely dominant, and we've had more important battles to look at. There he is. Here's Ollie Walker coming home to take a fantastic 2nd place. Flashing the lights there, he's very happy with that one. And we take a look then at Bibby coming home in 3rd place. Mark Tranter comes home in 4th ahead of Paul Dixon in 5th. Termalarin, there he is. And there's Kelly. Where's Hankin? Hankin's just finished. Sorry, so that's Sam Stott finishing in the other QRS car. Kelly, is he even going to make the line?
Oh, has he run out of fuel?
Has he run out of juice?
No. Someone push him home.
Please implement that feature.
Gavin Kelly running out of fuel on the line. Oil pressure low. Yeah, that's completely out. We're on board with him now. And that's an uphill run there. He's not going to make that. Oh, the agony. There goes Parker stealing P9 from him. Is he going backwards now?
I suspect Burnett is going to creep home in 10th for a point.
Yeah, we haven't seen Burnett since his earlier adventures. Wow, what an amazing race there for the feature race at Spa. Rob Miller takes a commanding and absolutely dominant victory, then ahead of Oliver Walker in 2nd, William Bibby coming home 3rd and on the podium. Mark Tranter comes home in 4th, just behind his title rival, with Paul Dixon coming home in 5th. Termalarin was in 6th, ahead of Tony Hankin in 7th, 8th was Sam Stott, 9th was Nathan Parker and 10th was Will Burnett. 11th was Jason Larson and 12th was Jake Weaver. Chris White came home 13th ahead of Gavin Kelly 14th after running out of fuel on the line. Adam Highfield comes home in 15th ahead of Jason Weaver in 16th. 17th was Keith Schooling and 18th was Winslade. Presumably 19th and 20th then were the Ledge and Line. Championship standings then, 124 points for Bibby versus Mark Tranter's 119, but don't forget Will and Bibby will be dropping 12 points. Adam Highfield's in third ahead of David Lyon in fourth. Oliver Walker now up to fifth place ahead of Andrews Fieldgrave, Gavin Kelly, Paul Dixon, Rob Miller, Will Burnett and Winslade in 11th. Then we've got Hankins, Stott, Larson, Wittenburn, Parker, Weaver and Malarin in 18th place.
Yeah, missed opportunity for Lyon there. He could have, with a 0-pointer for Highfield.
Yeah, good point actually. Yeah, so the LB Racing team now 173 points from Rumblebee's 158. Kairos Competition up third ahead of BlackPink. Wow, they're really missing Fieldgrave in this race. The A team are in fifth place ahead of Cannon Fodder. 7 points between those two, and 11 points ahead of Little and Large in 7th. QRS are in 8th. So all to play for when we go to the sprint race in tomorrow's reverse grid race. That's going to be very exciting, isn't it, Adam?
It is, yeah. No, I mean, that was action-packed. You hardly stopped for breath there, Gareth.
I know. Feel quite worn out actually after that. As a reminder, you can find us at limitofadhesion.com, facebook.com/limitofadhesion. Don't forget to like and subscribe the videos, and come say hi to us on our very popular and chatty Discord. Adam, thanks so much for joining me once again.
Thank you.
And take care, guys. See you next time.